Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a young prince named Alexander. He was the only son of the king and queen, and he was next in line to inherit the throne. Alexander was a kind and compassionate young man who always cared for the well-being of his people. One day, while riding through the village, Alexander came across a young girl named Sophia. She was a poor peasant girl who lived in a small cottage on the outskirts of the kingdom. Despite her humble upbringing, Sophia was known for her beauty, kindness, and gentle spirit. From the moment Alexander laid eyes on Sophia, he knew that she was the one for him. He was captivated by her radiant smile and her warm heart. The more time he spent with her, the more he fell in love with her. He knew in his heart that Sophia was the one he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. When Alexander told his parents about his love for Sophia and his desire to marry her, they were shocked and appalled. The king and queen were adamant that their son could not marry a poor peasant girl. They believed that it would bring shame and disgrace to the royal family. Despite his parents' objections, Alexander was determined to be with Sophia. He knew that their love was true and pure, and he was willing to do whatever it took to make her his wife. He approached his parents with a proposal to marry Sophia, but they flatly refused. The king and queen decided to arrange a marriage for Alexander with a princess from a neighboring kingdom. They believed that a union with a princess would be more suitable for the future king of the kingdom. Alexander was torn between his duty to his parents and his love for Sophia. As the days went by, Alexander grew more and more despondent. He missed Sophia deeply and longed to be with her. He would often sneak out of the palace to visit her in secret, but their time together was always short-lived. One day, as Alexander was visiting Sophia in her cottage, the king's spies caught wind of their secret meetings. The king was furious and demanded that Alexander end his relationship with Sophia immediately. He warned his son that if he continued to see her, he would be banished from the kingdom. Alexander was faced with an impossible choice: to forsake his love for Sophia or risk losing everything he had ever known. He knew that he could not live without her by his side, and so he made a decision that would change the course of his life forever. On the day of his arranged marriage to the princess, Alexander made a bold declaration in front of the entire court. He proclaimed his love for Sophia and his intention to marry her, no matter the consequences. The king was outraged and ordered his guards to remove Sophia from the court. Just as it seemed like all hope was lost, a miracle occurred. The queen spoke up in support of Alexander and Sophia's love. She reminded the king of the importance of true love and happiness. The king, moved by his wife's words, relented and gave his blessing for Alexander to marry Sophia. And so, on a beautiful spring day, Alexander and Sophia were wed in a lavish ceremony surrounded by their friends and family. The kingdom rejoiced at the union of the prince and the peasant girl, and they lived happily ever after, ruling the kingdom with wisdom and compassion. Their love story became a legend, a tale of true love conquering all obstacles and proving that in the end, love knows no boundaries. And as Alexander and Sophia looked out at their kingdom, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always have each other by their side.